All right, welcome back, everyone. We're back live at the 2022 WPBA Predator Canada Open, the women's event, women's pro event. We're in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada, at the beautiful Cambridge Hotel and Conference Center. And what a treat we have for you here. The legend, the Duchess of Doom, Allison Fisher, taking on Maryann McConnell on the one-loss side. Promises to be a fantastic match for those of you out there thinking easy one for Allison. I got another thing coming for you. This Maryann, she can play the game. BC gal, Canadian gal, Maryann. And both these players will need to win this match in order to qualify for the last 16. The winner of this match will qualify. The loser of this match will not. So the final 16 stage is single elimination. That's right, Daniel, multiple times Canadian 8, 9, and snooker champion Maryann McConnell. And as you can see, she knows the game well, and she's going to give Allison a handful here. Make sure you guys share that stream. This is going to be a barn burner of a match. Right out of the gates, Maryann putting Allison in jail. And that is a premonition of things to come in this match. Make sure you share that stream lots. Click the like button on the YouTube, the thumbs up. And while you're at it, subscribe to the YouTube, like and follow the Facebook. We're pretty close to 50K followers on the Facebook. We'd love to get it there. And if you guys would like to follow along with the draw for this event, it's on probilliardseries.com. Oh, very close to getting by that side horn to make contact on the 3. That was a tricky little shot. So ball in hand for Maryann. With a decent looking layout here. All she has to do is kind of roll in this 3. Soft drag. And she'll have natural angle on the 4 to get to the orange 5. Just like this. Yes, Daniel, very much true ambassador of the game. Edward would like to know who Allison lost to. It was the player we saw on the last stream, Amber Chen, in the opening round of Allison's tournament. Now, of course, she was a seeded player, so she did have a bye first round. The pre-planned safety, that's right, Brian. She knew what she was doing. And she got it really tight, too. She didn't just play a safety there. She played a jam-up safety. And we are live on Facebook and YouTube with this stream. We also have another stream going, Q Sports Live, on Facebook, streaming the 7-foot amateur event. Looks like the final over there of the Platinum division. And of course, the main stream in the room is the Predator Arena table that is streaming on World Billiard TV on YouTube. Make sure you check them out, show them some love. And it looks like on World Billiard TV, the YouTube channel, Mark White sitting in with Kelly Quickfire Fisher in the booth doing the commentary. And Maryann just missing the 6, but she's left it in a pretty tricky spot here for Allison. She couldn't do a whole lot with that. That did not lay very easy, so Maryann's going to have another crack at the 6 ball to try to put the first game on the board. If you're just tuning into this event for the first time, they're going to play a best of 3 sets. If they tie 1 set apiece, the 3rd set will be a spot shot shootout. Super exciting stuff. We've had a couple of them already in the tournament. Maryann overran this just a little bit, so now she's going to be crashing into the 8 when she pots the 7. And the 8's not pushing anywhere very favorable. It's kind of going down towards the 10, I think. Possibly even more towards the 9, but she might be playing a combo on the 10 next if she plays this soft. I think she overcut it a little. Just a little worried about what kind of kiss she was going to get on the 8 ball there. Very good. Good comments in the Facebook there. Somebody get Maryann extension, Brian says. You see what I did there? Keeping me entertained. My brother from another mother, Brian Francis, in the Facebook comments. Looks like Allie's going to get the first game on the board here. You can see that styling jam up shirt she's got, customized line of jam up apparel. Very styling. And indeed, she drills the 10 and puts the first game on the board. Racing a 4 here, winner breaks at the Predator Canada Open. Big shout out to the sponsors here: Jam Up Apparel, Kamui, CSI, WPBA, Alpha Coin, of course, Predator, Cybert's Billiard Supply, Rums of Puerto Rico, USA Pool League, BCA, Arcadia Performance Cloth, and Madala Premium Light, Alpha Coin, of course, as well. I think I mentioned them, but we can't forget them. Big part of these events is all those fantastic sponsors, so make sure you show them some love. It can be just the smallest thing as buying one of their products or just sending them a message and saying you appreciate what they do for the game. Goes a long way. Brennan Niemanen wants to know if this is A side. This is the one-loss side. Dave Harding again in the house. Daniel wants to know, are these ProCut U23 rubbers? I'm not really sure the exact rubbers that are on this table, to be honest. Oh, look at that rub. The pockets are 4 1/4, though. Allison Fisher with ball in hand here to try to put the second game on the board. Maryann will know she doesn't want to give Allison too many easy chances like this. With how fantastic of a shooter and how accomplished Allison is, she knows when to turn on the jets. And I think the 5 passes the 10, so she doesn't need to do anything crazy like play a combination. She'll just want to make sure she gets the correct angle on the 5. so as to get precisely onto the 6, which is not easy with the side pocket between the 6 and the 8. So she's taking her time here. She wants to be very sure of where she gets on the 5. And if you're just tuning in, which it looks like a lot of you are, we are live at the 2022 WPBA Predator Canada Open. We're watching the women's pro event on the one-loss side. Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. And we're at the beautiful Cambridge Hotel and Conference Center. Come check it out if you're in the area. Completely free to get in and watch. Plenty of seating for everybody around all of the tables. And you can come watch some of the best of the best. There you go, my man Royce Kwan answering Daniel's question there. 4 1/4 inch corners, 5-inch sides, K55 rails. Oh, beautiful stroke there. Really beautiful. Something I really love to watch with Allison's game, and I've mentioned it in other matches, of course, is that beautiful pause in her backstroke before she smoothly accelerates forward. That is the snooker background for sure. Very much a snooker stance. And you watch how slow this backswing is. Small pause, smooth acceleration, super effective. And that right there is why she's been one of the best in the world for a number of years. And she's just going to accept heavy angle on this 9, which somewhat surprises me. I thought she might try to punch that out a little bit, but these camera angles can be slightly deceiving. This might be quite a bit easier than what the camera angle's showing. Beautiful, beautiful control of the cue ball there. And you notice how she doesn't just get down and fire this ball in. She takes her time. She makes sure she's lining up proper. Taking nothing for granted. Knowing that in a race to 4, there's not a lot of time to work. So chances must be fully taken advantage of. We have the 2022 CSI Western Canadian Championships going alongside this. Playing on the newly unveiled Predator 7-foot league tables. And let me tell you, they're playing incredible. Players are loving it. Feedback's been amazing. Allison to break, leading 2-0 in this race to 4 first set. Breaking from just off of center, and that's not been successful on this table very much. So we'll see if she makes an adjustment, which I think she will. I think we'll probably see her head over to the side rail the next time she breaks, assuming she gets another break. And that kind of answers Matthew's question there. The break has been tough. And yeah, Daryl points out a good point in the Facebook as well. Notice her elbow is directly over the cue, not inside or outside, like so many. You want to mimic somebody that plays perfect pool? Allison Fisher has absolutely flawless fundamentals. Another missed opportunity for Maryann. She's going to know that's most likely going to cost her this first set. Allison will be smelling blood here. The winner of this match will qualify for the final 16 single elimination stage. And the loser of this match will be exiting the tournament. Really good shot there. She just fell a little far, but she still has a makeable shot. Controlling the cue ball will be a little tough. Obviously, the right side pocket is in play, so she'll need to play some draw, I believe, here. And get this cue ball coming around off 2 or 3 rails. Need to miss the 6 as well. Certainly not easy. So we'll watch how she accelerates through this to get a little extra snap behind it and bring that cue ball around 3 rails to absolute perfection. So if she's a little straight here, she can draw back and play the 5 in the side next. And if she has a little angle, she might be able to punch over to play it in the pocket where she's standing. I think the side pocket will be the play here. And a Bob Francis in the YouTube from Casper, Wyoming. Welcome, Bob. Leonard, there is some music. When the streams aren't going, specifically the arena table stream, they turn on some kind of radio music. And when the streams are going, they turn on some copyright-free music. A little background music. And yeah, this cloth is amazing. We just got all our tables redone at my home pool room, the Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta, with the Arcadia cloth, and it's playing incredible. Looking good. Allison Fisher to take the 3rd game and put herself on the hill in this race to 4 in the first set. If you're just tuning in, these ladies will play a best of 3 sets. If they tie 1 set apiece, the 3rd set will be a spot shot shootout. It is indeed tournament blue, they call this color, and I believe this is Generation 2 cloth. It could be Generation more than 2, but I'm not 100% sure. But I know they're constantly innovating and trying to improve, so huge break there from Allison. Wow. She moved the cue ball a little further over and had some success, although balls weren't going straight in. She got a kiss in order to make a ball. Should probably play a jam up safety here. Jason Scott, welcome from Moncton. Never say never, of course, Daniel. Not when you're playing Maryann. Anybody who's played Maryann knows she can make comebacks. 3-0 is not that big of a lead in a race to anything, unless it's 3. then it's a huge lead. Yeah, the spot shot shootout last night was pretty cool, Leonard. I agree. Good evening, Jim. And yeah, only 3 balls left below half table after that break from Allison. Yeah, Matthew, it's definitely different since the Vegas event. They've definitely improved on it since then. Look at this beautiful hit. Did she call the 10? Did she call the 10 there? Because she missed it by a millimeter. There are early 10 balls in this tournament. Can Allison see the left side of this 1 ball, our right side, in order to play a billiard onto the 10? It's hard from our angle to see how deep the 10 is past the horn. Maybe the side view will give us a slightly better idea. I think that billiard shot is on as long as she can see by the 9. She doesn't seem too sure about how much room she's got there, so we'll see what she does. She's going to take her time. There is no shot clock on the outer tables, only on the arena table, streaming on World Billiard TV on YouTube. Make sure you go check them out too. Mark White and Kelly Fisher in the booth rocking the stream there, giving you the expert commentary. I'm almost jealous I can't listen to that as well as myself. I'll certainly go back and listen to them because that, I'm sure, is very entertaining. So looks like Allison's made a decision here. And she did play the billiard on the 10, and that's the shot that wins the first set. Allison Fisher making quick work of this first set. 23 minutes flat to win 4-0. Set 1 goes to Allison Fisher, the Duchess of Doom. Looks like they're gonna swap referees here, I think. These CSI referees are absolutely fantastic. Not swapping referees, just retapping the table, I see. Maybe just trying to get a little tighter. Matthew would like to know, where is Allison ranked these days? Allison is ranked number 3 on the WPBA Tour. Only behind Brittany Bryant and Kelly Fisher. Laura wants to know if I fixed the lag or is it the time of day. I'm not really sure. I still don't know what was causing that lag on the Facebook. But it seems to have cleared up. It looks like our computer is still running at the same speed, so I really don't know what it was. And yeah, maybe just the time of day. Janet Airlines wants to know what cue does Allison play with. It's her own line of cues. Allison Fisher cues. I'd be interested to know what the shaft is. I'll see if I can actually locate that information. We'll see if I can locate that information. Yeah, her own signature series. Her list of achievements is endless, I think. But I can't see anywhere on here what cue she's playing with, so I'll have to ask her after the match. I'm curious what carbon she is playing with. Maryann to break to start the second set. That 10 ball is still just shooting towards the bottom right corner. I mentioned this yesterday. So retapping the table did absolutely nothing. I did mention that yesterday, and they're breaking from around the middle, so there's no real reason for that 10 to shoot over there if the balls are racking perfectly, which is tough to get. Tough to get the balls to rack perfect, of course. Yeah, Predator rack. No template. Matthew. Her signature series. Okay, yeah, here Daryl says Peshawar makes them. And no, Matthew, that is not normal for the 10 ball to push towards the corner off the break. It should not be happening. Usually when the balls are racked tight, the 10 will stay like right where it's racked. If you rack with like a template, it always stays right where it was racked. And good guess, Brian Francis. You guessed correctly according to Daryl. And that does ring a bell. So I think you're both correct. She is, of course, sponsored by Jam Up Apparel. She has her own signature series of Jam Up Apparel shirts, too. YouTube running perfect. Facebook sucks as it keeps stalling. Yeah, Facebook's been a little dicey, I'd say, over the last couple of days. But YouTube's been running silky smooth. Good shot from Maryann there. She got a hit and she got a leave. I'm not sure Allison has enough to pot this ball. She might be playing this to stick the cue ball in that same rail, send the one around. Sort of like this. And she's gotten a good safety out of it. I think Maryann's got a pretty makeable one rail kick to get contact on the one here. She's going to go over and take a look. The gap between the 4 and the 9 should give her that one rail. Elizabeth in the YouTube says you're 728. What's your 14-1 high run? My 14-1 high run on the 7-foot valley is 149 balls. If that counts. My high run on the 9-foot is 106. 9-foot. Tight 9-foot. Yeah, gonna make her earn it, as expected. That's right. Maryann doesn't give too much up. She's certainly gonna make her earn it. She only lives 30 minutes from Brian. He keeps trying to get some cheap action matches. I'd have to think Allison Fisher doesn't play cheap too much. So I think she's called the one in the bottom left. But she was certainly always mostly trying to contain that one ball, but she's sold it out in the side pocket. Big chance for Maryann to put her stamp on this match. I think she's perfect to follow through to get on the blue 2-up table next, and then there could be a 3-10 combination available. Why not just call it a race to 2 sets? Because it wouldn't explain that there's something happening after if they tie. I suppose the best of 3 sets doesn't entirely explain that either, but it's, yeah. Oh no. She's missed the cut shot on the 2. And I think that was mostly in part to the awkward cueing over the 3. She's left Allison a tough shot, but we've seen her cut these balls in before. I've had the pleasure of watching Allison play in person a handful of times, and it's always a real treat. Watch her backhand just pause nicely there. And look at the result. Precise cue ball placement behind the 8. You like that, Leonard? Try to keep it clean there, pal. But yeah, I definitely won't respond to anything like that. Take it easy. So Maryann eyeing up the 1-rail kick here. 4-ball is huge from this path. Not easy to hit the 2 and not sell out the 10-ball. Okay, going this way looks a little better. The 4-ball's a little bit smaller. The 7-ball's probably a little big here. We gotta watch you don't sell out that 10-ball. Should probably hit this with some speed. Try to get some separation. She does, but it slides on her. Well, at least she moved the 10. So she is going to make Allison work for the rest of this rack instead of just an easy 2-10 combination. Kenny Andrews asked what it's like being able to watch some of the best female pool players in the world. I've been lucky enough to be able to watch some of these big events a handful of times, and it's such a treat. I always learn something. It's amazing how just being able to watch some of these top players up close, you get to see some of the little nuances. And it's always the small things that separate them from the rest of us mere mortals. So, of course, if anybody's in the area, you got to come check it out. You can't miss this. All these top players right in your backyard. And free to watch. They never charge anything to come watch these events. Predator does not. Neither will we. She got way too much on that cue ball. And now she's in a really tough spot. The left side pocket is just taking away a lot of things that can happen with the cue ball to get on the 8 next if she was to somehow pot the 7 in the lower right. I don't think she's shooting that yet. She's just taking a look. Going forward is tough. The 10 ball is almost in play too. And now she's trying to find a line for the cue ball to get behind the 10. And pushing the 7 over near the 9. Very smart shot. And she's hit it pretty much perfect. That's a really great shot from the Duchess of Doom there. Yeah, good old casino carpet, right? Leonard is saying the floor is making him dizzy, like at the casino. Oh, that side horn is always in play there when you're kicking one rail like that at a ball anywhere past sort of the middle diamond on that rail. Boss Mustang wants to know, can 10 ball be made early and get the win? Absolutely. It absolutely can. We saw Allison make it to win the last set. She played a little billiard onto the 10 to win the game early. Yeah, I don't know if the 3 rail beside the 8 was on there, but quite possibly it would have been pretty tight getting around that 8 ball. Drawing this straight back, Allison is. As she learned on the last shot, and as I'm sure she's learned throughout the tournament, this Predator Arcadia cloth is really gripping that cue ball lots on the draw shots. Smooth as always, Allison Fisher, 1 ball to shape. And put the first game on the board in this second set. You know she'd love to get this one over early and have an early night tonight. Winner of this match will move on to the final 16 single elimination draw tomorrow, which is technically your life back. This is the 1-loss side over here. You win this match, and now it's back to even playing field. And they are playing on these beautiful Predator Apex tables. I'm such a huge fan of these tables. And one of the main reasons why is you can see in the top of the picture there, this side pocket view. It's completely flat all the way around all the pockets, completely flush. So bridging near a pocket is no longer a problem. Jules, the women's draw is online. It's on ProBilliardSeries.com. And if you'd like to follow along with the CSI Western Canadian Championships, you can find those draws at ctsondemand.com. Allison to break, leading 1-0 in the second set. And she's puring it, squared it. 10 ball didn't go over the hole. That was nice to see. And look at the shape. Look at the control on the break to keep the 1 up near the left corner pocket. She knows what she's doing. Yeah, that's right, Matthew. You don't want the metal ruining the material. Or even on the diamond tables, I find that rubber is a little sticky and it stays on your cue. So you can't really bridge with your cue on the table. You need to find a different way. John Schmidt showed me a neat little trick. You can place your hand towel over that stuff and you can slide it smoother. That's right, Leonard. It's only 7:30 in Alberta. Night's not even started. Allison's hoping this night is almost over. She can close this set out and make it an early night. It's going to be a big day tomorrow. Final 16 single elim. You got to bring it. So she'll want to be well rested, of course. We will have one more match tonight, everyone, on this table. And I can tell you who it is, as they did draw the tables. We're going to have Canada's Naomi Williams. And she's going to be taking on Amalia Matas from Brazil. Should be a good match. Both players trying to qualify for the final 16. Perfect angle on this 6 to come across for the 7 in the side or the corner. She likes the side. I think that's the smart play. And now she'll lay up underneath this 8 ball. Play the 8 into the top right. And that'll give her plenty of options getting to the 9. She could play the 9 in the side or the top left. I am quite surprised to see her look above this 8 ball. I wouldn't think she would risk swinging this around 3 rails, but she could be feeling real good about her speed control right now. And this looks to be absolutely perfect. And what a shot. You think she's feeling the speed? I think she's feeling the speed. That was absolutely dropped on a dime. Slide over, play the 9 in the corner. She won't risk trying to get crazy to play side shape. And when you can control your cue ball as well as she does, you definitely don't need to do anything crazy like that. Now just a soft little stun over. She'd love to be pretty close to straight in on the 10. And it looks like she is indeed absolutely perfect on this 10. And this to get a 2-0 lead in the second set. She's absolutely motoring through these games. And the crowd gives her the clap. They liked that out. Yeah, it's like she's on autopilot now. That's right, Leonard. She be cruising. Matthew, the bracket was indeed seeded. Top 16 WPBA rankings were seeded, all had buys. Allison, number 3 on the WPBA ranking list, behind Brittany Bryant and, of course, Kelly Fisher, who's lost one tournament the entire year, I think. Won something like 8 or 9 in a row before losing one to Jasmine. Still getting second is not entirely a loss. Still get some good prize money for those. Yeah, some tournaments are no early 10s, but as Bob Francis is saying there in the YouTube chat, 10 off the break will get spotted. Sounds like they got Andrew Jaworski sitting in the booth with Rod Arriagato over there. We do have multiple streams going on at this event, everyone. Just watching this stream on table 2 in the Pro Pit. And we're on Facebook and YouTube. Then we're streaming table 1 and 2 on the 7-foot tables. You can find that right here on Q Sports Live on Facebook, but you have to scroll down past this post. And the big dogs are in the house. The Predator Arena table is being streamed on World Billiard TV on YouTube. So make sure you go check that out. Right now in the booth over there, I can see is Mark White and the one and only Kelly Fisher. So I'm definitely going to be going back later on tonight to listen to that commentary. She had to draw this one back, but it wasn't an issue at all, and she is exactly on autopilot. Yeah, 10 ball staying better now for sure. And Sandy, thanks for tuning in. And everyone else out there tuning in, we appreciate you all. If you can do us one small favor, click the share button or click the thumbs up on the YouTube. That is all we ask for these free streams. Allison taking a look to see if the 6 passes the 9. I think it does. If it doesn't, should be not too hard of a safety, but I think it certainly passes with the way she's queuing to draw back for the 7. And she hit it to absolute perfection. Look at that squared up snooker stance. Classic snooker stance. And see how long she stays down on the ball? That is something to aspire to. Being that still. That's something that's very difficult to do, and she does it exceptionally well. Leonard, take it easy, bud. You're a little out of line sometimes on some of these comments, I'm not going to lie. Take it easy on them. What's up, Tommy Farrell? Yeah, Michael Jones says it best. She's a great player, great instructor as well, for sure. Anybody who knows the game as well as Allison can certainly teach it. So does she get the extension here, or does she get the rest? She gets the rest, and you'll notice this about Allison. She likes her own rest. It's the old snooker X. You see this? She likes this one. Just the way the X is, that's the old snooker style. And she's very proficient with this. Extremely proficient. And she drains it. You know what I really love about that is I could hear Maryann clapping. I could hear her clapping because Allison broke and ran out. We haven't seen too many of those in this tournament. The table's been very stingy on the break, so it hasn't been easy to run them out. Oh, thank you for the stars on the Facebook. I know you're only joshing Leonard, but you gotta think that maybe one of the players goes back and reads that comment. You know what I mean? So we try to keep it nice. Awesome out there from Allison to put herself on the hill, and she's made a ball in this break, but the 6 ball has spoiled the plan of running out the set from 2-0. Push out coming right up. If you're new to rotation pool, you can push out after the break shot and only after the break shot. You can put the cue ball anywhere. You can touch any ball. You can pocket any ball. Your opponent has the choice of shooting from where you left it or making you shoot again. Really, really nice shot from Maryann, and she got fairly unlucky there to not land better on this 3 ball. Tyler on the YouTube. He's sitting back on the couch watching on TV in a 107-inch curve. Nice. What better way to spend a Thursday evening than this? Am I right? Maryann wanted to draw that cue ball behind the 8-9 a little bit, but she hasn't sold out a very makeable shot here. Any high percentage, that's for sure. And yeah, Eves, I know. Sometimes I just avoid some names. Got in trouble earlier. No, I didn't get in trouble. Always play shape when shooting your game ball. Complete the muscle and mental memory process. I like that. Yeah, I think it's important to not just shoot balls in, but to always have intention with the cue ball. Yeah, the Duchess about to hold court, Michael says. That loss lit a fire in her for sure. There's no doubt. And I mentioned it last night. Tournament director came over and said, I'm going to put Allison up next. And then he said, oh, wait, she actually has a walkover from one of the players that didn't show up. And I said, no problem. She'll be around for a while. I'm sure we'll get another chance. And as predicted, playing to get into the final 16 and get her life back. Everybody will be on the winner's side in the final 16 at single elim. All right. Yves thinks his last name is especially hard to pronounce. Let me give it a try. Montgaillard. Montgaillard. Was that close? And thank you, sir. And thank you to Amy. Everybody for the nice comments. Much appreciated. Better than most, they say. Awesome. I'll take it. Yeah, what a fantastic shot from Maryann. She's not giving up yet. And she never will. There's no quit in this gal. I've seen her play plenty. Multiple-time Canadian champion. She knows how to get the job done when you're behind in the score. She got second prize here after missing the 4. She's landed right behind the 9. Allison's going to kick one rail, try to pot the 4 on the side. If she does happen to make it, she could possibly have a 5-10 combination and this one. I have to think she's going to get very close. And how about that for very close? She hit the horn. And she holds her hand up as she knows she got a little fortunate there. Thank you, Chris Wade. Mike H in the YouTube. Chris Wade in the Facebook. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. I try to do my best. I super enjoy the game. I'm just a huge pool junkie, so if I wasn't sitting here doing the play-by-play and trying to entertain you guys, I'd be sitting watching this stream anyway. Watching the match from as close as I can get. Oh, really close to a great shot for Maryann. She still has not left this super routine for Allison. She's going to be queuing over top of the 7, which is going to make this shot very difficult. She doesn't need to do a ton with it, though. I think all she really needs to do is just try to pot it, not be hooked. And then she should have a 5-10 combination to follow up. What a powerful stroke there. Just to make sure she potted the ball, and now this 5-10 combination to end this one. And yeah, Gord taking shots at Grant when he's on. Thank you, Gord. That's very kind of you, sir. I hope people appreciate the style of commentary. You know, I try to do my best. I mean, the energy levels are quickly fading away tonight, but I mean, these girls make it so easy to do this job as well, so I'm super lucky. I mean, who doesn't love doing commentary on players like Allison and Kelly Fisher, just absolute legends of the game. And Allison drills the 5-10 combination to put this one to bed. Big hug from Maryann. And a quick little chat, of course. Hug from Allison. Super sports, these players. I love seeing that stuff. So thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in. These are 9-foots, indeed. We will be back in 1 hour's time. We're going to have Naomi Williams taking on Amelia Matas, scheduled for 9 o'clock Mountain Time, which is just a little over an hour on this table. That's another match to get into the final 16. That'll be the last match of the night, that one at 9 p.m. So make sure you set an alarm. Don't want to miss that match. Going to be a great one. Thanks, everyone, for all the nice comments and for tuning in. We will see you all very shortly. 1 hour. I might have time to go get a bite to eat. Don't go far, everyone.